There is a kind of grief that doesn't have a funeral. There are no flowers sent to your door, no casseroles left on the porch, no one calling to check on you. And yet the loss is so real, so heavy, that some days it is hard to breathe through it. Maybe you are grieving a parent who is still here in body, but the disease has slowly taken who they used to be. Maybe you are grieving a friendship that simply went quiet, no argument, no goodbye, just a slow drifting away that left a hollow space in your chest. Maybe it is a marriage that is no longer what it once was, or a child who has walked away and stopped returning your calls. Maybe you are grieving a version of yourself, the person you used to be before something happened that changed everything. This kind of grief is sometimes called ambiguous loss, and it is one of the loneliest places a person can be, because the world around you may not even recognize that you are hurting. How do you mourn someone who is still alive? How do you grieve something with no clear ending? You simply do, quietly and often alone. If that is where you are right now, I want you to know you are not wrong to grieve this. Your pain is real. Your loss is real. And you do not have to explain or justify it to anyone. Today, I want to sit with you in that space for a few moments and offer you something that has brought comfort to so many hearts walking through exactly this kind of sorrow. Listen to these words from the book of Psalms, chapter 34. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Nigh, such a quiet little word. It simply means near, close, right here. The Lord is near to those who are of a broken heart. Not near to those who have it all together. Not near only in the big, dramatic moments of life. Near to the broken heart. Near to the one who is sitting in the car in the driveway after a hard phone call, not quite ready to go inside. Near to the one who is scrolling through old photographs at 2 a.m, missing someone who is still alive but somehow unreachable. Near to you, right now, in whatever quiet corner of grief you are carrying today. I think about what it means to be truly near to someone in pain. It doesn't always mean fixing it. Sometimes being near simply means not leaving, staying, sitting with someone in the hard place and not rushing them through it. That is what this verse is offering you. Not a quick solution. Not a promise that the relationship will be restored or that the person you love will come back to who they were. But something perhaps more foundational than all of that, the presence of the one who made you, close enough to hear every breath you take in grief. When someone you love drifts away, whether through illness or distance or choices they have made, there is often a second loss buried inside the first one. The loss of the future you had imagined with them. The holidays you pictured. The conversations you thought you'd still have. The ordinary Tuesday afternoons that you assumed would keep coming. That imagined future slips through your fingers too, and grief for what will not be is just as valid as grief for what once was. You are allowed to mourn all of it. And in all of it, in the missing, in the wondering, in the long silences where you reach for something that is no longer there is a nearness available to you that does not require you to have any answers. You don't have to understand why this happened. You don't have to have resolved your feelings about it. You don't have to be strong or composed or past it. You simply have to be where you are. And where you are, according to this ancient and tender word, is exactly where you are not alone. The broken heart is not abandoned. It is, in fact, a place God draws especially close to. I don't know what your loss looks like today. I don't know the name of the person you are grieving or how long you have been carrying this. But I know that grief this quiet and this ongoing can wear a person down. It can make you feel invisible, like no one quite understands the particular shape of your sorrow. So let me say it gently and clearly. You are seen. Your grief is known. And the one who holds the stars in place also holds you, specifically, tenderly, right in the middle of this. Wherever you are in this season of ambiguous grief, whether you are newly in it or have been walking through it for a long, long time, I hope these words have offered you just a little room to breathe. A little reminder that your pain has not gone unnoticed by the one who is nearer to you than you may feel right now. Grief like this takes time. Be patient with yourself. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are simply human, and you are loved in your humanity. If you would like more scripture to accompany you through hard days like this one, I would be so glad to walk alongside you here. Subscribe for daily scripture comfort and promises of peace. New words of hope waiting for you every day, whenever you need them most. And if you are carrying a prayer request today, something on your heart that feels too heavy to hold alone, please leave it in the comments below. This is a community that prays for one another. You won't find judgment here, only care. Go gently today. You are held.